Sexual Energy, a Manifestation of Parashakti, Part 2, from the book called The Practice of Brahmacharya by Swami Shivananda. In the context of Indian culture, of Bharatiya Samskriti, total restraint of the sex energy was laid down upon three ashramas, namely the Brahmacharya ashrama, the Vanaprastha ashrama, and the Sannyasa ashrama. The student stage of youth, the retired stage of the elderly person, and the monastic stage of the last part of your life. And even in the Grihastha ashrama, legal or legitimate utilization of this power for the purpose of perpetuating the species was laid down. The result was that in the Grihastha ashrama, Brahmacharya meant moderation, a wise, rational, restrained use of the sex energy for the purpose of procreation. Moderation and chastity or fidelity to one's married partner were laid down. It was enjoined upon the married person not to cast any impure look upon any person other than one's lawfully wedded wife or lawfully wedded husband. So, out of this lofty concept of Brahmacharya, there arose two great ideals, the Pativrata Dharma and the Ekapatni Vrata of the Grihastha. For the married man, there was only one woman in the whole universe, his lawfully wedded wife. The other women were like mothers to him. He cast no lustful, passionate, carnal eye upon any other woman. And for the chaste wife, there was only one man in the whole universe, and that man was her Lord and husband, whom she regarded with reverence and worshipfulness. All other men were like children to her. Towards others, she had the bhava of mother or cosmic mother. It was only towards one person that she entertained the feeling, I am a woman, I am wife, and that person was her lawfully wedded husband. This is the great ideal that has arisen out of the supreme principle of Brahmacharya, the supreme concept of Brahmacharya. Thus, in So far as the pure classical attitude of Bharatiya Samskriti towards the sex energy was concerned, it was one of reverence. The ancient masters never thought of the sex energy as either ugly or bad, or wicked or evil or immoral. Such wrong notions about the sex energy are all the result of a failure to understand the sublimity of this particular force. It is due to superstition and lack of understanding that in normal society, deprived of right instruction and right knowledge, people begin to look upon it as something ugly, as something evil. One reason for the development or evolution of such an attitude is that because of all too common human weakness for sex, they had to place some sort of a moral taboo on sex. Otherwise, human weakness is such that it always takes the line of least resistance, and therefore they said no, no. This should not be done. It should not be done in such and such a stage because Shastras say no. They gave it this sort of color.